Shalom. First and foremost, like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out of this recent news article from the MSN.com and by the Associated Press. And this is published by Marie Yamagoski, if I pronounced the name right, from the Associated Press 12 hours ago. And it reads, Japan signs a $2.8 billion long-range missile development deals. It says the Japan Defense Minister announced Tuesday it has signed contracts worth up to 380 billion yen, which is 2.8 billion, with the country's top defense contractor, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, to develop and mass produce long-range missiles for deployment as early as 2026. Amending growing fears of China's increasing military strength. The ministry said the contracts, including enhanced version of the Mitsubishi's Type 12 missile for surface, sea, and air launch, and hypersonic ballistic missiles for the defense of remote islands. The mass production of the Type 12 land-to-ship guide missiles and hypersonic gliding missiles, which have already been developed, will begin this year. The ministry said officials refused to provide the number of missiles that Japan plans to deploy, but indicate that production is expected to gradually increase over the next 5 years. Due to the limitation land space of home, Japan plans to hold a deployment missile tests at military bases in the United States, ministry officials said. Contracts is for development of submarine long-range anti-ship guided missiles between this year and planned through 2027. The time of their deployment is still undecided. The development is planned based on a new national security that Japan announced in December as it seeks to significantly increase its military power to deter potential threats from China, North Korea, and Russia. The new strategy includes developing the primitive strike capability, a sharp break from Japan's post-war commitment to limit its military to self-defense. Japan has been strengthening its defense in its southwest and recently placed missile units on remote islands at deterrent in a case of an emerging involving Taiwan. But residents of Okinawa are divided over the move because of fears of becoming involved in a conflict. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said Japan is also buying 400 U.S.-made long-range Tomahawk cruise missiles capable of hitting targets up to 1,600 kilometers and 1,000 miles away from deployment beginning in 2026. It says the Tomahawks are a stopgap while Mitsubishi, if I pronounce that name right, works of upgrading and extending the range of its missiles. Japan plans to nearly double its military spending over the next 5 years to 43 trillion yen. Oh, what's up, Bert? I made it back. Oh, man, just left. Oh, I did. That's right. Which took 3.5 billion.
Where 10 talented chefs will have to navigate the alliances, girl power, and the rivalries. Oh my God! It was established
Series premiere, Chow House, Sunday night at 9. Set your DVR.
I have this huge mass on my right shoulder, causing me all
And this is Matthews 24:6, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. And this is the book of Joel 3 and 10. Right, the reason why I brought out the wars and rumors of wars between you have, of China, of the fearing of a escalation continues. That's why they're building up their nuclear capability, using their finances to more upgrade their nuclear arsenal, while you have the Japan having current tensions between North Korea and China as well too, and Russia. As you see, Japan is gonna upgrade their nuclear capability. What they said is gonna all the way into 2026. That's just a prime example of the wars and rumors of wars are heating up. Because and keep this in mind, you already have the current tensions with North Korea versus Japan, United States, and South Korea. You already have those current tensions as well too. And this is a scripture right here of these nations are building up their nuclear capability and using their finances. In Japan, they've been up the ante, up their military spending with their money, and for the near future of upgrading their nuclear capability, which is the long-range ballistic missiles, to in competition with North Korea, China, and Russia as well too. So keep that in mind as I was reading further on down of the news article. And this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. Beat your plowshares and the swords, and beat your plowshares and the swords into pruning hooks, into spears, and let the weak say, I'm strong. Right? Because as I've been, mentioning previously and doing sit-down videos of this, we've been seeing the growing of these nations with their nuclear capabilities and these military exercise drills, and these nations are financing all of their money into their military, for the near future, for many, many years down the road as well too. That's just a prime example. So that shows you that, the wars and rumors of wars are heating up, and that Joel 3 and 10 is coming into full effect as well too. So it's going to increase and build up more and more and more. So this was just a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out of this latest news from Japan, from the Associated Press, and published by Maria Nabagashi from the Associated Press 12 hours ago. And it reads again: Japan signs a $2.8 billion long-range missile development deals, which they recently purchased missiles from the United States as well too. And they purchased the long-range missile development as well too, that can last from 2026. And the deployment can be the long-range missile for deployment as early as 2026. Hey, how the way things are going right now, it might be sooner than later, because like I mentioned again, you got the tensions. You got Japan having escalation tensions between North Korea, China, and Russia as well too. Because keep in mind, because China are allies with South Korea and the United States, while Japan, South Korea, and the United States having tensions with North Korea and Russia and China as well too, for a prime example. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying. And I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Karkadash. Double honors to the elders for pushing his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, pushing the word truthfully and sincerely. And double honors to the elder as well too. So with that, I would say shalom.